On July 26, 2017, 61-year-old Curtis Overton was shot in the 3200 block of Camelot Boulevard in Chesapeake. At around 11 p.m. that night, Mr. Overton was driving his bright yellow Chevrolet Avalanche pickup truck in the 3200 block of Camelot Boulevard. Chesapeake police received a call for an injured person laying in the roadway at around 11:12 p.m. When officers and medics arrived in the area, they located Mr. Overton laying on the ground outside of his pickup truck bleeding. He was immediately transported to the hospital, where he later died as a result of several gunshot wounds. Mr. Overton lived in the Camelot neighborhood and was known by many neighbors to be a scrapper who often collected abandoned items left on the curb for trash pickup. He was also a handyman who advertised his services for landscaping, moving and hauling, scrap metal pickup, and some other small trades. Mr. Overton was well known in his community, and in speaking with those who knew him, he was well known for saying his favorite quote, "Keep it real." Following the crime, Chesapeake police received a few crime line tips, but none of those really gained any traction in the investigation. It's important for citizens to remember, though, that even though this crime happened years ago, tips can still be submitted to the crime line. Crime Line is an important resource for investigators because it allows potential witnesses who may not feel comfortable speaking to police or who want to provide information anonymously a means of communication to provide that information that may help solve the case. The downside, though, is that due to the anonymous nature, police can't speak to that potential witness and ask further questions. So when submitting a tip, it's important for citizens to remember to include as much information as possible. Things like the suspect's physical description, their identity or place of residence if known, description of any vehicles that may have been involved, and even motive if someone believes they have sufficient information to bring to light what the motive for that crime may have been. My name's Detective Robert. I work with the Chesapeake Police Cold Case Homicide Unit, and we're always looking for the public's help in solving these crimes. Any information that can be provided can really help make the difference in closing an unsolved case and bringing closure to a family and the community.